The Legend of the Triplets of Eldoria, Part 1. Far beyond the mountains, where the clouds kissed the snowy peaks, there lay a kingdom called Eldoria, ruled by a noble and wise king Nuravon and his queen Akera. Its fields were golden, its rivers clear as crystal, and its forests whispered with ancient secrets. Under their reign, peace had flourished for many years. Farmers filled their baskets with harvests more bountiful than they could carry. Children laughed in the courtyards, and travelers always found a warm hearth within the kingdom's walls. Yet, beyond the borders, shadows stirred. Strange sightings were whispered among shepherds who tended their flocks near the wild hills' flickering lights. Shapes moving in the night, and a chilling wind that carried with it a voice not of this world. Unbeknownst to most, the prophecy of the brothers was beginning to awaken the king Nuravon and his queen Akera, who lived happily while serving Eldoria with wisdom and kindness. At this time, the queen was carrying a blessing unlike any other. She was pregnant with triplets, a sign many in the kingdom took as an omen of destiny. On one special full moon night, the queen gave birth. The halls of the castle filled with joy as 3 boys entered the world, each one strong and healthy. Strangely, they looked exactly alike, so alike that none could tell them apart. Only King Nuravon and Queen Akera, bound by love and instinct, could distinguish one son from another. Yet their birth was no ordinary event. In the hidden chambers of the royal archives lay an ancient prophecy written in ink that glowed faintly under moonlight. It spoke of 3 brothers born under a silver moon who would carry the fate of Eldoria in their hands. One would embody the light of hope, another the fire of courage, and the last the shadow of destiny. Together, they could save the kingdom from the darkness beyond the mountains, or, should they falter, bring about its ruin. The brothers grew, and when they reached their first year, their bond revealed itself to be deeper than anyone could imagine. They could feel each other's joy, sorrow, pain, and agony as though it were their own. If one of the sons laughed, the others laughed too. If one cried, the others wept alongside him. Their lives were bound together in an unbreakable thread, a living echo of the prophecy. King Nuravon and Queen Akera, though proud of their sons, grew worried. Such a bond was unlike anything ever seen before, and they feared what it might mean. Would their children be blessed protectors of Eldoria? Or would this strange connection become a curse that drew them toward the prophecy's darker end? This unique quality in the boys did not go unnoticed. Far beyond the borders of Eldoria, a mystic being stirred. Kiti, drawn to their powerful bond, it crept into the kingdom's outskirts, feeding on the livestock of shepherds and cowherds. The villagers spoke of a shapeless shadow, vast and powerful, with glowing embers for eyes. It was a formless terror, born from the world of darkness itself. Shapeless and vast, it shifted and twisted like smoke, hinting at forms of beasts or men, but never truly becoming either. It had no human or animal body, no substance that could be struck or slain. No sword could strike it, no spear could wound it, for it was neither flesh nor spirit alone. Wherever it passed, silence and fear followed, leaving only drained fields and lifeless flocks. Yet this being did not strike Eldoria directly. Instead, it lent its power to a dark lord named Ashmane. His very name carried dread, for wherever he went, life and hope were reduced to ashes. With the shapeless being at his side, Ashmane's strength grew, and the lands beyond the mountains began to wither under his shadow. One by one, kingdoms fell to his might, their thrones reduced to cinders, and their people brought under his cruel rule. Yet, despite his conquests, Ashmane could not breach Eldoria. Its walls stood strong, guarded by powerful and loyal soldiers, and its citizens, bound by unity and love for their land, resisted his every attempt. Eldoria remained the last beacon of hope in a world slowly darkening under Ashmane's reign. This defiance enraged the Dark Lord. Ashmane, though mighty in battle, was cunning above all else. He knew that brute force alone would not shatter Eldoria's walls. In his fury, he turned his gaze toward the prophecy whispered in shadows, the tale of 3 brothers born under a silver moon. If the prophecy was true, then Eldoria's strength lay not only in its soldiers and people, but in these mysterious heirs. Ashmane vowed to uncover the truth and bend the fate of the brothers to his will, or destroy them before they could rise against him. To this end, he sent forth dark creatures born of shadow and smoke, spies that slithered unseen into Eldoria. These creatures crept through forests and fields, hiding in the folds of night, listening to whispers in the taverns, and watching from the edges of villages. Their sole purpose was to learn of the brothers, their names, their faces, and the secret of their bond so that Ashmane could strike when the time was right. But his schemes did not go unnoticed. Durinthor, the wise sorcerer of Eldoria, felt the disturbance in the air, the taint of shadow creatures prowling where they did not belong. Guided by his instincts and arcane sight, he traced their movements, covering their intent to learn more about the 3 brothers. Knowing the danger disposed, Durinthor made his way to the royal court, determined to warn King Nuravon and Queen Akera of the unseen eyes that now watched their heirs. Without delay, Durinthor went straight to the royal chambers, in the quiet of night, beneath the silver glow of the moon. He entered the king and queen's room to deliver his urgent message. Bowing low, he revealed the truth of the spies that Ashmane's dark creatures had breached Eldoria's borders and now sought knowledge of the triplets. His words weighed heavy, for the safety of the young princes and the fate of Eldoria were bound together. King Nuravon's face grew stern as he listened, his hand tightening around the hilt of his sword that rested nearby. Queen Akera clutched her cloak closer, fear clouding her eyes, though her heart burned with a mother's resolve to protect her children at any cost. After a long silence, the king declared that the boys must be safeguarded, no matter the price, and the queen agreed with solemn determination. Together, they turned to Durinthor for guidance, knowing that only his wisdom and magic could shield their sons from the darkness closing in. This is just the beginning. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe for more in the upcoming videos in part 2.